In this video, I have a very special project, actually 3 projects, and a very special friend of mine who's super creative and is going to help us put them together. So if you want to see what we come up with, well, then follow me. What's up, Glue Dots? I'm Elaine, the Midnight Crafter, and you guys, what a treat today. So my friend Miracle is incredibly creative and crafty, and she has done up her little craft area, and I'm going to show you a closer look at that. But wow, we are going to do some projects, and she knocks them out like that. So unlike me, who lollygags and takes my time, and you guys know me, but she knocks them out, and we're going to show you 3 different projects that she has come up with that I cannot wait for you to see and even duplicate yourself. Before we get to that, you know that I won't start this party till you hit that like button, so do that right now. It's right down there. And then also the subscribe button if you want to join our Glue Dot family, because we have fun here, you know that. Look in that description box, because that's another thing I always tell you to do. There's great information down there, but most of all, there's a link to enter to win a really cute little bling owl keychain if you're interested, and I do that drawing the 1st of every month. So enough chit chat, let's get to this video so you guys can see the coolness that is about to happen. Let's go. Okay guys, we are going out to Miracle's workshop, and it is a miracle. So this is in her garage, and we're gonna sneak up on her because she's out here working away, you guys, and she's gonna give us a little tour. But this is Miracle. Hi.
Hey.
You have some good stuff for us today?
I don't know if it's good, but it's fun.
It's great.
Sparkly.
Are you kidding? All right.
We'll see.
So will you show us a little bit about your workshop? Show me what you did out here.
Well, quarantine made me do it. I'm sure a lot of you are all in the same boat as me. I'm stuck at home, and I was going a little stir crazy. I needed to keep busy, and so this happened, and it all started with a gift.
Wow.
I wanted to make somebody something, then it turned into this.
This is so cool. Look at you guys. How fun is this?
I turned my garage into my workshop.
Okay, are you guys all just salivating at the fact that she has like everything so nicely organized? Like, look at this. Look at this.
Succulents.
Look at this. Okay. How many of us are just dying right now wishing that we had that? And then she's got another, we have my lights and everything up, but she's got another little workspace over here.
You want to know the favorite part? My favorite part is I've made a faux wall, and now I get to display all my stuff that I make.
How cool, you guys, is this? So the back side of the shelving units is her crafty stuff that she makes. And so what we're going to be making, the first project is going to be one of these wreaths. Show us where you get your inspiration and what you do. What you told me.
I'm one of those people who, I'm visual, so I need to stare at my stuff. So I sit here and I swing and I think, and then I go, oh, that's pretty. That's what I'm going to do. And that's how it happens.
Perfect. All right. Well, you guys ready? Okay, we're gonna check it out here. Okay, Miss Miracle, show us what we're doing.
All right, so my sparkle with spooky seems to be really popular, so I just got these gold rings off of Amazon, which were a great price, by the way. I got 8 of them for like 14 bucks.
Awesome. I'm going to leave a link for you guys for those too, so you can see where to find those.
So when I first started working with these, I couldn't figure out how to attach. So what I ended up doing was I got this felt, and I just go to town, literally with the hot glue, and I get everything going. We like things sticky.
You buying your glue in bulk too?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Like I said, Jeff Bezos should be sending me a thank you card any day. Any day.
And I have a link down below too, guys, for the glue sticks. I use the Gorilla Glue sticks for something like this. It's not necessarily critical, but I think they're the best. Is that what you use also?
I also use the Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
I get them in the large and I get them in bulk. They're a little bit more pricey, but I have a love affair with glue, guys. I mean, I really go And I'm gonna grab my trusty scissors because you don't need all of this felt, and I'm going to leave about an inch around the entire ring. So I'm gonna cut the outside and then I'll cut the inside. Don't throw away your scraps because as you will see, I've made mini bases and I just use the scraps because you don't want to be wasteful. All right, so there we go. You have a ring. My next process is to take a look at what I got, and I just want to dry place things. And you know, I was always taught that you work in threes, so pairings of threes. You want them to be even. So we got 3 eyeballs. I pop these off because you don't really need these, and I'll just place them around. Start with large items. Doesn't have to be perfect, and then take other things and just very roughly put things where you think they're going to go.
And not really think, just place, huh?
So we're just gonna see now. So now that I have the big pieces, I'm just gonna start gluing. This little dimple right here, try to put towards down because you want to hide all the imperfections. So I'll just do a nice little dot and I'll plop it in. Do the same thing with the other 3, with the other eyeballs. You definitely want them to look cockeyed though, because this is for Halloween. If you can.
So
And these little guys, they're super cute, but these are a little loose. So I put a tiny dab here just to keep those stems, because we like the stems. So y'all see that I'm just really going for it. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. I'm going to just do this for now because we'll fill in with the smaller stuff afterwards. So now we have a good amount of bigs. Let's see where we can put littles.
So some things are put close together, I see, and then other stuff is more spaced apart. So again, see, like if you're like the perfectionist like me, I wouldn't think to do that. So this is great, and this is why I love watching other people craft.
You gotta fill with the big parts first, and then you come in with the next ones, and then you see where you need these. So you just start placing and filling in, and you don't have to place them flat. Place them crooked. Come over here, this guy, and put him over here. That's looking a little lonely. Now these little ones, I do like to keep the ornament top on just because there's more to latch into on the insides. I'm going to dig this point in over here, but first I'm going to put the glue, and I'm going to set that point right on top and then push it together. And you just dab glue in between and just hold them. And you're just filling in. At this point, we are literally just filling things in.
And then she's also stacking. So if you guys can see
yes.
that little skull there, she put it right up on top of the other stuff. So if you're not one who normally makes wreaths, which I am not a wreath maker, this is great for me to see some of the little things that I wouldn't necessarily normally do. But these wreaths have been really, really popular, and Miracle's been selling a ton of them. So this is a great craft for you guys who do craft fairs. Not that there are any right now, but
it's great because I'm getting all of my items at the dollar store, and people have not blinked at buying these for $30.
That's right, guys, and have confidence in, like we've talked about this before, and this was part of my crafting confidence challenge, that have confidence in your stuff. Because if you approach someone saying, oh, well, I have these wreaths and they're like $30, then people will think it's a lot. But you go, hey, yeah, I've got these awesome wreaths and they're $30 and I freshly made it. It's brand new, especially for you. It's all how you approach people and how you present them. So just go for it. Own it. Love your craft.
You can see I'm almost done. I'm going to fill in all this and then I'll do the fluff.
There's also some really great tricks too for cleaning up some of the glue stuff. I don't know, Miracle, if you know, but a lot of people use their hot guns. Have you ever done that? Or a hot air blow dryer?
No.
See, there you go. Don't you love, you guys?
I just got a hot gun. We're going to have to try this out.
The hot guns are
Okay.
awesome.
Now I'm excited.
So she's got, the last of the little goodies things here, random little stuff, and just attaching them on there.
Just going.
So are you guys loving this so far? there are 2 more projects to come. So I'm gonna let her keep finishing up this part, and as soon as we get to the last little finishing touches, I'll show it to you, and then you're gonna see it all done.
These little dollar store hands, and I thought they were really cute.
Those are these little guys, those little skeleton hands.
Yeah.
And this is our second, well, our, see, I'm working so hard. This is Miracle's second DIY for us, and it's another Halloween one. I know some of you aren't super big on Halloween, but for those of you that are, these are really, really
It's
cute.
my holiday of choice.
Oh, gosh.
You know, it's all about chocolate. Okay, so I'm gonna get my hands out, and you'll notice on this one, I don't know what this is, so I just take and I cut off that little piece, and it comes off pretty cleanly. It's pretty easy.
I've got a DIY coming up with these little hands too, guys. So if you like this little wreath that we're going to be doing here, it'll be a good a little set to put together.
This one does take 2 packages, because I'm going to line them up on the inside going this way and the outside going this way. So we'll have them like this going around.
Package of skulls over here too. So you guys know that if you don't have this ring available, or you don't want to purchase it from Amazon, that you can definitely use the wreath forms from Dollar Tree and cut one of the rings out of that. And of course, I think it has 3 on each one. So if you're trying to keep the cost down, that's another great option.
So another tip that you guys might want to use, I love this tip if you like things larger. I like things large. So you could do this cute little wreath, which I'm doing, or you can get a hula hoop from the dollar store, and they come in junior size hula hoops. They come in larger. This is a large one. I just ripped the sticker off and spray painted it, and then you can do whatever you wanted to. I've done some pretty large wreaths with the hula hoop form, and it's $1. So I cut out all the hands, and now I'm going to take my favorite little God, I love it.
And what would we do without our glue guns? Oh my gosh, no way.
Now, here's the thing that I don't understand. I will stick to your table. The glue does get all over the place, but it pops off, I promise.
So you guys know that I love parchment paper.
Oh, I actually have parchment paper.
Parchment paper would be perfect under this for this project.
And so we just do the same thing around and around and around and around and around and around she goes. Where she stops,
nobody knows. These guys have heard me say that too. See, this is why we're friends, you guys. We think alike. The crazy, crazy minds. So funny right now, it looks like spiders or something. And then you leave like a little space in between too.
Yeah, you'll get them closer together a little bit. Like I did this one close and I forgot to leave a little space, so I'm actually gonna pop that one up just because you don't want these ones to overlap so much on the inside.
Do these hold up pretty well? I mean, as far as with just the hot glue, or do we want to add E6000 to it, or is it not necessary?
I would do a little bit of E6000 on the back afterwards, but the initial put together, I just do with hot glue so we can get it on.
Yeah, that sounds good. It definitely would be slower having to do each one. So I like the idea of flipping it and doing the back side.
Yeah, that's what I always do. You always reinforce on the back.
So the back side, she just flipped it over.
And take a little dot of the E6000. And so I'm going to do just a tiny dab. Okay, so I had this guy over here, and I like him, but he's just like, what do you do? But I thought of, you know, Da Vinci's, is it the Vesuvian Man? I don't know. So I kind of switched him up this way. They're a little stiff, you gotta hurt him. Gotta break his bones a little bit, you know? Not all the way, just a
We
little bit.
get a little violent here at times, but don't you worry about it. We've choked,
Torture.
we've tortured, we've broken bones, we've done it all to our little characters.
So I'm just gonna spread them out over here, and I'm gonna take a middle point, and I'm going to hot glue. Put a dab here, and find a point. So we're gonna glue them on. We're gonna string them up, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Tar and feather
Torture.
'em. No tar, no feathers, just positioning.
just hot glue, just hot glue. Okay, next we got the skulls. I thought they were really good looking skulls for plastic, guys. Just put them out as evenly as you think you want, and that's how I did it. And there's 2 extra. I don't think it needs more than that. I think that is gonna look good. And so what I'll do though is, because they're all looking down and we know it's gonna be hanging somewhere, so I'll take it and I'll
So make sure, guys, if you put this outside on your front door or anywhere that's going to be in the sun, that you most definitely use your E6000 also, because I was telling Miracle, I learned the hard way. I've made a couple of projects that were outdoors and in the sun and only hot glue, and came to find them in pieces. And of course, you know, I was trying to blame, I don't know, neighbor kids, the dog, anything I could, but it was the sun and it was the hot glue, so don't forget to use the E6000 too. If you're gonna have it indoors, then not to worry. You can just go with the hot glue and be done.
And that, I think, is done.
Here we go, on to the third one, guys. What do we got here, Miracle?
All right, so I found these little cute things at the dollar store, and I mean, they're cute, and I grabbed a few of them. I had no idea what to do with them. I kind of deconstructed them. Take that off, take this off. I'm still gonna use this because I like it on there, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it hang in between here.
Ooh, I love
I thought that would be pretty. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my dollar store twine, and I'm literally just going to make a knot. I'm gonna take a big long piece. I don't know, it's about this far. And take a needle. This is one of those big,
no, they're not embroidery. What are they?
they're
Upholstery needles.
Upholstery needles.
Yeah.
But if you don't have an upholstery needle, what you can do is you can just put a dab of hot glue on your string and make it into a point, so you can put these into these beads. I'm just gonna string up some beads, and we're gonna go this. Super easy.
Yeah, definitely quicker if you have the upholstery needle, but again, like she says, if you don't,
If you don't have it,
Hot
I
glue
mean,
will
there's
work.
always ways to make it work. Now this, I'm just gonna poke through here, but I'm gonna use the top as a guide. But I found that wasn't, if you have any souvlaki skewers, or
what do you guys think? Is she Greek?
I'm not Greek, but what
She's Greek by osmosis, so she's talking about, so souvlakis are like shish kebabs, right?
there you go, shish kebab skewer. So I'm just gonna poke that right through the bottom, make sure that there's a hole that goes through, and then I'm gonna take my string, poke her through. She doesn't quite fit, so you gotta, this is the part that takes the longest. I think that's the hardest part right here.
Well, if that's the hardest part, we're in business.
This is really the hardest part. You just gotta shove that needle in deep enough. So you get it out.
There you go.
You're good.
So I guess you would kind of need the needle for that part.
So now I'm gonna pop my sunflower back on here. So I'm just gonna take that needle and I'm gonna press it through. All right, done. Okay. And now I'm just gonna take the next 4 beads that we have. Oh, Now see, I put one too many beads, so I gotta take a bead off. Well, it's good to see a mistake, right?
See, just goes to show, guys, for all of you that put that much pressure on yourselves, you guys have seen me make mistakes, you've seen Miracle make mistakes, we all do it. No one's immune. And sometimes the best creative projects come out of mistakes. So just keep that in mind too.
That is true. Very, very true. And it's only because I said it was going to be a quick 5-minute thing.
Exactly. And you guys, you know, I totally ambushed Miracle on this and told her I was going to do this. She's not typically one that, you know, likes to just do this stuff in front of everybody, but I pushed her out of her comfort zone a little bit, and she's been so gracious and awesome to show us. And so it's a little bit of nerves in there maybe too, and it's all okay.
It's definitely nerves. I'll tell you, I'm sweating, and it ain't because it's 100 degrees today, although that is helping.
Okay, now that she's got it on the right way with the right number of beads,
I'm going to take my little needle off, and I'm just going to make a knot over here, and then I'll do a dab of glue. Watch your fingers, people. We all know how hot glue is. And then what I'll do is I'll just make a loop here, and you can choose to, if you want, put another bead on, if you don't want to. So your loop is just going to go here. That's it.
oh, I'm not gonna let you guys see it yet. It's gonna be